Good to see you, buddy. There's your mic.
Thank you.
Here's your clicker. Go for it.
All right, I know everyone woke up this morning and said, I can't wait to hear a guy talk about a software startup in the printing industry. Am I right? Groundbreaking stuff. Well, I'm Nick Gulrelick, founder of Print Profit, and it's an honor to be here. Printing Industry 101. Estimating job costs, the way that industry thinks about it, hasn't changed since when Model Ts were running around. Traditional job costing. Pricing, race to the bottom. Mainly, the industry, as much as I love it, is producing commodity items. Profitability, hope and prayer. The ERP, MIS systems that this industry runs off of is old, outdated, old systems thinking, and these printing companies' visibility of whether they make or lose money, it's in the rear view mirror. They find out about a month after the month is closed whether they made it, and then getting granular level visibility, good luck. Very, very challenged. So my journey into print, 35 years old, I fell into it by accident when I was 15, and I've had the great pleasure of going to over 40 countries around the world, working for some of the most well-respected names in the printing industry, and really seeing it inside out. And there's a common theme in my world travels where the continents change, the currencies, the time zones, but these core challenges of profitability and clarity into these businesses, that was universal. And behind closed doors, these business CEOs who are smart, well-educated people, they will reveal, yes, it's not clear, and I don't have full confidence on it. So that welcomes a beautiful opportunity during COVID when I was living in Germany for the third time. I always wanted to go back to business school. And I had a chance to do a year-long MBA thesis, and I'm probably the only person in the world who, for a year, studied profitability in the global printing industry. And I'm very grateful to have mentors and academic advisors who said, Nick, this is a huge opportunity. You can't write a boring academic paper in the basement. Go pack your bags, travel the world, find a different way to use data in these printing companies to get a better result, and then come back and write a paper and see if that holds any weight. Long story short, traveled the world. I convinced CEOs of printing companies, hey, I'm an MBA student. Can I take over your company and see if we can make more money? And they said yes, and some beautiful things happened. So I was working for Glenn Taylor's company, Taylor Corporation, one of the largest printing companies in the world, and made a big decision in life. I'm going to leave the six-figure corporate job with a wife and a newborn baby, and I've got to start Print Profit because it's this global industry who has this acute pain point of low profitability, much less the clarity to improve it. So we're very proud Minnesota startup. We went through the beta accelerator. We're out of the Twittignition Startup Garage. We've done internships with St. Thomas and McAllister, and we're mentored by the Mesa organization. And in our software startup, what are we doing? Well, we're coming to this industry saying it's 2026. It's about time there was a modern software platform to grab this ERP MIS data, which is really the system of record, but create what doesn't exist, which is the system of action. What these leadership team members actually need to see their business with 2020 vision and drive results. And through this journey, it's been successful in the past 2 years. We grab that data via REST API. We've got a software platform that these leadership team members are using daily to drive the business. But I've been humbled in this journey, and I think you'll appreciate this knowing this audience. More data, more dashboards, more insights. We were good at that. That's easy. With that comes complexity. So we're working with PE firms, Harvard MBAs, down to small business operators who have never gone to business school. And we learned very quick, and our users reminded us, I don't need another dashboard that tells me I suck. I need you to tell me what can I do today to improve. Or as one customer said, Nick, be like my Tesla. Christy, what are you talking about? Hop in my Tesla, it knows my calendar, and it takes me where I need to go. Do that for my business. So that's really the game that we're playing at Print Profit, which is not showing more dashboards, more information, more graphs, but you log in and it's good morning, Rick. This is what you need to know. Here's your next moves. And this isn't the greatest slide, but the beauty of the software platform that we're building It's fundamentally changing how these companies in this industry reach profitability. It's the proactive visibility, it's the one source of truth, it's the collective leadership team rowing the boat in the same direction, and it's fundamentally just shifting how these organizations run. Think about their business, their customers, the acquisitions, the purchases that they make, and this isn't just theoretical. I'm very proud that Print Profit, we're in Australia, throughout Europe, US, Canada, Puerto Rico, coming up on 50 customers. And the people we've worked with have been incredible. Stevens, a printer in Chicago, has had 2 investments from Mark Cuban. Here in Netherlands, you've got Leon, who sold his company to one of the largest printers in the world. We've got Mika in Belgium, who I worked with during my MBA thesis. She sold her company. So time and time again, you're seeing with this new way of thinking and harvesting data in different ways, it's changing how these printing companies operate and the results. The market of the printing global industry is about $900 billion. It's huge, but no one thinks about it. And whether it's the small guys or the large, this is just a fundamental challenge that they all have. And our software platform is positioned to help all small, medium, large printers. And ultimately, what we're building here is bigger than software. It's a community that's saying, we want to think different, we want to embrace change, and that's pretty neat. So with that, grateful for this opportunity, and if there's any part of this journey or mission that you connect with, I'd love to talk further. Thank you all.